This is Brandon, and I'm here on location in Uganda, Africa. And I've had the privilege and the opportunity to share from my book, The Coming Forerunner Ministry out of Africa, which is a word that the Lord spoke into my spirit about 4 or 5 years ago as God began to deal with me about my African roots and my calling as a minister of reconciliation. And He began to share with me how that the ministry of the forerunner, both of Jesus Christ and of John the Baptist, speaks of those that would go before to prepare the way of the Lord. And He began to show me from the book of Genesis and the book of Acts how God is getting ready to raise up forerunners, those that have gone before, or those that are first in ingenuity, first in civilization, first in the actual releasing of the gospel of God way back in the beginning in the book of Acts. And in chapter 3 of the Forerunner Ministry out of Africa, we began speaking about how the 3 sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, are the sons from which all nations have come from. And of the 3 sons, Ham was the first forerunner. From Ham, there was the son Cush. And from Cush, there was his son Nimrod, who was the first mighty man in the earth, and he built the Tower of Babel. And so Cush means burn face, and it's where many that have come from this continent are originated from. And Cush was the first mighty man, or the first one to go forth to build a city. And so God's getting ready to raise up forerunners, and He's getting ready to raise them up from this continent, from the continent of Africa, that will go forth and build cities unto God. I call them cities of refuge, cities that will gather, and cities that will worship the Lord, and cities that will pray day and night. And these cities will be cities where there is an enormous amount of the presence of God. It's the prayer movement. God's raising up the prayer movement for the day of shaking, for the day of judgment. And in this book, you will see not only how God will raise up the African continent with the spirit of prayer and the spirit of reconciliation, but He will raise up those from this continent that will go forth with the forerunner spirit to call Jesus back into the earth. They will go forth with the forerunner spirit to unite the body of Christ. And most of all, they will go forth with the forerunner spirit to bring cities of refuge where God's people, both the Jews and Christians, during the day of shaking, will have a place to come and will have a place of protection and provision. You want to read The Coming Forerunner Ministry out of Africa, get it on Amazon.com today. I'm Brandon from Uganda, Africa. God bless you.